'Cause it's too late, baby, now it's too late. That's not. Screw that. Hello, welcome to the Change Guru. This is a place where we have a weekly conversation about all things midlife. And today I've got a question from Anne from Canada. And she says, I recently found you online. I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad you've connected too. Thanks, Anne. I find for myself, I'm feeling a bit past it though. I just turned 59 and I'm being terminated from work due to restructuring with a very uncertain future and no employment prospects on the horizon. At 59, re-educating myself seems unlikely and I'm really feeling bunged up. Most of the people I know who are at my age have resources and are stepping away from paid work or retiring. So silly to ask, I'm sure, but is it too late for me? So often you refer to women over 40, but I'm way over 40, and I wonder if your great messages are applicable to me. Love to hear from you, Anne in Canada. But the first thing that I want to say before I get into a few different tools that you can use right now to help with this transition is that I do say that my messages are for women over 40 because I feel like that's the age, our 40s, that's the decade where because of our biology changing, going into perimenopause, a lot of times for many of us, our career is kind of starting to settle and we can ask ourselves the questions like, do I like doing this thing every single day? Is this really what I, sign up for? And looking at our families, who am I if I'm not a mom? Or do I want to be a mother? I need to make a decision. So a lot of profound things that happen to us in our 40s. But for myself, when I was in my 40s and really feeling all these really intense feelings, no one was talking about it. So I want to give back the same way of the things that I really wanted in my 40s, and that's to start getting a conversation going about these kind of things. But the fact is, I believe all these messages really have nothing to do with age. They are about living your best life regardless of whether you're 20 or you're 90. So, we talk about change, and we talk about being healthy, and we talk about relationships and life purpose, and all of the kind of things that really have nothing to do with a number. So yes, 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 my message is for you. It has nothing to do with our age. In fact, I hope it inspires you to take a fresh take on your age, and full stop. Our jobs are often our identity. I know that when I was a television producer and people asked, hi, what do you do? That was the first question. I'd say, I'm a TV producer, because that was like my identity. That was my thing. Now when people ask me who I am, I don't even really kind of know what to say, even though I'm the coach that helps women over 40 navigate midlife change. But it's because I'm more than my job. I no longer see my job, my career, as the whole sum of my identity. So this is going to be a real changing time for you right now, and I think it's okay to just accept that it feels shaky, because it's a new way of looking at yourself. It's a question of asking, who am I if I'm not this job? It's a really big question. So I say just kind of be a little gentle with yourself, embrace yourself, and go back to basics. If you've disconnected from your body, this is the time to go back to the gym. This is the time to put on your shoes and go for a walk. If it's, walkable time in Canada, I'm not sure about that, but this is the time to start moving your body and get connected. It's not only from a physical point of view, it's from a mental health point of view. You need clarity. You need self-esteem, you need happy hormones pumping through your body, and just gentle exercise is going to change your whole brain chemistry and keep you from getting depressed, which is a really common byproduct of when you're going through this massive career change. So this is the time to put on your shoes and go for a walk and get moving. So that's first tip, take care of your health first. You mentioned that most people are retiring and they've got resources and things. Well, and this is the perfect time to know that this is time to run your own race. You're on your own trajectory right now. So I think that's another awesome lesson to learn, especially in this time where, you're kind of looking around and seeing she's doing that and he's doing that. This is the time for Anne to just stay focused on herself. It would be really super, super helpful, I think, to reframe your concept of learning. You mentioned that, at 59, it's too late for you to learn. And the thing that sucks so much for our boomer generation is that we were taught to believe that we had to finish our learning after college. After that, it was supposedly it for us. We were supposed to know everything. And that is just absolute bullcrap. We have to take the position that we need to be lifelong learners if we want to survive. And it's not only for career reasons. We have to be open, of course, to learning new techniques and keeping up. But it's also so that we can be connected with our kids, with younger people. Technology is changing so much, and if we don't keep learning new ways of connecting, new ways of communicating, we will get left behind. Bottom line, we cannot afford to have the attitude that it's too late for us to learn. Now, mind you, I'm not talking about going back to school and doing the traditional formal, get a degree kind of thing. I'm talking about from the very basic. Go to the library, start reading books, read a book every single week. Do a little course in something that you've always wanted to do. You can do it in person or you can do it online. Now is the time to start learning how to learn again. Learning and opening up my mind to the concept of starting over and learning absolutely changed my life, and I will never, ever, ever, ever stop learning. When I stop learning, I think I'm done. So, awesome question, Anne, and I've got a question for all of you in the YouTube community, and that is, how have you handled being downsized? What positive things have you done to make this transition? I want to hear your awesome story, so please post it below and share it with our community. We really need to get a conversation going with this. We really need to show our success story of how we have moved through this time and on to the next chapter of our lives. Now, don't forget, if you want to get inspirational messages like this all the time in the privacy of your own email, go over to thechangeguru.net and sign in for my newsletter. Every 7 to 10 days, I send something that will really help give you a bit of a kick up the backside to keep on trucking with your life to the next chapter. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to talking with you next week. Until then, take care.